Not too long ago, the UK was a country of industry and public ownership, but it's now dominated by the City of London, asset managers and central banks, with policies that are deliberately designed to benefit finance rather than ordinary citizens. This shift began in the 1980s under Thatcher, who deregulated finance, privatised public assets and turned London into a global banking hub. New Labour under Blair then expanded these policies by making the Bank of England independent and removing monetary policy from democratic control while selling off our public services to the private sector. By the 2000s, London had become a tax haven for oligarchs while hedge funds and private equity firms gained more and more influence over government policy. The 2008 financial crisis should have been the ultimate comeuppance for the finance sector, but instead the government bailed out the banks with £137 billion in taxpayer money while imposing austerity on the public by slashing services, freezing wages, and increasing inequality in the process. Quantitative easing pumped £895 billion into financial markets, which inflated asset prices and made the rich even richer. It was the perfect outcome for the wealthy, as they got to keep all the profits while the public were left with the losses. By the 2010s, global asset managers like BlackRock, Vanguard and State Street controlled major stakes in UK corporations, and foreign investors bought up infrastructure, utilities and housing, turning homes into investment assets rather than places to live. Then, of course, came Brexit in 2016, which was marketed as taking back control, but in reality, it just ended up giving more control to the financial sector through deregulation. The COVID-19 crisis accelerated this financial takeover as the government handed out multiple stimulus packages which largely benefited corporations and banks, while small businesses were left to collapse. The economic result of the pandemic was inflation and interest rate hikes that pushed millions of people into financial hardship and relying on food banks.